Mint, we're back. We're playing some more Concatenation. To be completely honest, I've kind of forgotten what we did last time. The holidays were crazy. But we're back. We're still working on packing up and moving out. Um, oh, Siri wants to ask me for help at some point. I'll take care of that later. Okay. So I wanted to work on some stuff to help us get out of here more easily, but we don't actually have the resources to do what I was originally planning to do, so we're kind of winging it. Hey Tammy, Miu, what is up? Welcome to stream. I don't remember what we were doing the last time, but we're here doing something else today. Made a checklist. It's not very long, but hopefully that'll stop me from completely going crazy this time. So I think we're going off to Purgatory. I checked. I don't think we have the resources to make some of the other stuff that I was thinking about making. What was I looking at? We can probably make the storage sorter thing work. Oh yeah, it'll get done eventually. I've got a whole year now, so definitely looks good to be done before 2027. I can't say when exactly, but before 2027 sounds pretty good. Yeah, that's probably about right, me, honestly. Um, okay. So I thought, I don't know what's going on, but I do want to go do something. So how about we go to Purgatory and see what's going on over there? Oh, yeah. I made the tinfoil hat because I want to go and look for anomaly stuff in Purgatory. So I thought that seemed like a good idea. All right, we got snacks. It's nighttime. Yeah, I want to go hunting for anomalies so that I can try to find anomaly shards and everything. Oh, that's good. That being said, I didn't have pretty much any research going because of the questionable situation with the anomalies I did find out here. Most of them were underwater and didn't have any stuff attached to them. So, after you had suggested going to Purgatory to look for some, I thought, hey, that sounds like an idea. So I made another piece of armor or two. I got some snacks, and I've got healthy in here. So I say, let's go play in another dimension. What's the worst that could happen? That is really tricky to keep track of sometimes. All right. Ow. Man, I should have put on the parachute hat. I was just thinking about that too. Really? Okay, I was kind of wondering about that. Okay, so it looks like we're near where we came in here before. Oh, and I just remembered I wanted to go grab some of the other equipment. Well, at least we have the scanner. Interesting. And it's not the shader. I kind of figured that would be the thing that causes the problem. Okay, we can just gather these with just our bare hands, so... Good information. So it's not the shaders. Yeah, I don't know. That's really weird. I still have no idea which things out here are important, so I'm just going to kind of wander around and grab stuff. And I meant to grab the not the field scanner, but the, like, anomaly scanner thing. Oh, hang on a second. There's anomalous grass on the map, which means that I landed near something we wanted to go find. Wait for limbo berry. Oh, the limbo berries grow off of the bushes just out here in the world? Man, even with the, like, lantern hooked onto me, like, I can't see anything. Okay, there's anomalous grass. Where's the anomaly? There's signs that there should be an anomaly, but I don't see one. Unless it's, like, way up in the sky somewhere. I guess it could be underground, too, yeah. Anything's possible, especially with a dimension mod I don't know anything about. I don't remember if I brought a shovel. Whatever. I love that I can put down a torch on the wall and it doesn't do anything. Okay, now I'm morbidly curious. Is the visibility better or worse if I switch shaders off? That's actually quite a bit better. Yeah, I can actually, like, see the terrain now. This place is just one giant weird glow with the shaders on. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I think I forgot about it because, not that one specifically, but I had some other shader hotkey situation that completely crashed my game like a week or two ago. And so I started just, like, unbinding a bunch of the keys for the shaders. I think I got into a combat situation and managed to hit the buttons to, like, tell the game to reload shaders like 7 or 8 times in a row. And it just completely exploded everything. Yeah, the torch does nothing. Yeah, okay. A shovel probably would be a good idea. I don't know that I necessarily have the materials to do that. Oh, I believe it, but I haven't been to the Deep Void, and I don't necessarily plan on going. Not a fan of horror stuff. Also not a fan of continuously fumbling around not being able to see what's going on. I guess we're just kind of worrying this out. Whoa, no way, there's a door. No, I know. We were just over there. Still not exactly sure what the strategy is with looking for stuff around wherever there's supposedly an anomaly. Yeah. Free torch left there by Mint because I cast me, realized it wasn't doing anything, so I just left it there. But yeah, I don't know how far down I need to look. It does seem like if there's anomalous grass above it, then I should probably try digging below it. But yeah, this is kind of like what the searching around the anomalies was like in the overworld. Plenty of raw resonite. Very, very little of pretty much anything else. Our shovel's about to give out. I'm not certain we have an easy way to make more. There it goes. Okay, so I don't think we had a crafting table left sitting around. Oh yeah, I think more stuff is visible over there now. I think I was looking at it before. I'm going to check it out in just a second here. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, crafting table. We have one stick. Oh, we have some stone. Okay, we can make this work. I was like, I don't think we have enough material to make this happen. Can we use regular stone, or do we have to place it and break it again? We have to place it and break it again for some silly reason. Okay, let's see if the quest book has anything for us. I don't know why this counts as completed. I haven't found either of these yet. That might be a little bit of a bug, because, yeah, I don't have either of these things yet. Or is it just supposed to be telling us about this? Oh, right. Yeah, this... Yeah, because the Terra Brigada is basically like dirt, essentially, right? Like, it doesn't really have a whole lot of use aside from growing stuff on it. And just being plentiful so that you can dig through it or build stuff out of it or what have you. Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, I think this stuff we can repurpose to make tools if we need to, I think. I'm not sure if I know how, but... Don't show it up in JEI, but I can. Oh! Okay, sorry, not this one. Actually, on that note, this one doesn't seem to do anything. Now that I look at it. Oh, except for be able to be changed into selenite shards, which is important. I don't think... Oh, okay, so either someone who's in the magician or a good ways into temperance can make use of that. But I guess that's fine because everybody else doesn't really need selenite shards, so... Okay, so yeah, we found lots of resonite and lots of not much else. Also this stuff, which I'm not sure what this is about. Hope we can find out. Even less useful. I guess it's just we can't even plant stuff in it? Mysterious. Maybe it'll have a use later. Okay. That clearly has an anomaly. Oh no, not a warp portal here. We're gonna end up in Narnia. Yay, limbo berries. Okay, so limbo berries can be turned into inert crystals, which is great if you're a magician. Less useful if you're anybody else. But we will need one to get into temperance, which is something I want to do. But not that way, so maybe not. Hold on. Well, maybe we don't need them. I mean, yeah, it does seem more like a magic kind of thing. How do we get into temperance? Can't use the word. Hierophant. Experience orbs, Marmor Exaltatus, and a nebulous heart. So we're gonna beat up a bunch of Endermen. And also have Shrike, which I don't remember if I have on this world or not. Also, all of the gold and silver that we have ever found. There's a very large landmass over that way. Okay, see, but like, I'm not sure if I need to keep digging here, or... find everything we need to? Is there way more stuff if I dig deeper? I have no idea. Honestly, kind of looking like no, but there's also no way of knowing. I say we go check out the other one. The anomaly is that there is no anomaly. That does seem to be rather strange compared to the other spots we've seen like this. Okay, let's very carefully check this one out, because I don't necessarily want to be thrown thousands of blocks away. Who's spawning? What is that? Oh! It's a mob spawning anomaly. Oh boy, instantly angry Enderman. That's fun. Wait. Why is he not hurt by the water? fight. Ow. Been bonked. Is the water in Limbo not actually water? We have no way of containing any of the anomalies yet, so that's just going to keep generating dangerous enemies for the rest of forever. You know, that's actually, I think, the most interesting property I've seen here is that, like, it's raining, but the world doesn't react as though it's raining. Like, mobs can catch fire and they're not put out. The Endermen aren't affected by the water. That is very interesting. Well, I mean, I thought the Tears of the Damned might put out fires. I don't know. I guess it makes sense that it wouldn't hurt Endermen, because they seem pretty edgy and probably are crying when not looking already. There's a big old hole in the ground. Something over there is sparkling. Ah! Gravity anomaly. That won't summon things to try to kill me, at least. Field scanner. I'm not actually sure if making use of the field scanner is actually helpful yet, because I don't think the research actually can do much for us until we have more material to work with. No, you don't. I was expecting that one. You hold still and let me scan you. I guess that counts as done? The, like, text thing shows up more than once, so I'm never sure. Sneak back over here. Alright. Go back to digging a hole, I guess. Yeah, all this resinite is great, but it doesn't do much for us if we don't have any of the other material to work with. Oh yeah, I remember reading about that. Unfortunately for me and anybody else in a similar situation here, I can't make any machines because I don't have any shards. it does feel like there's a lot of situations, or at least potential situations in this pack, where it's like, if you were just a bit past the point you're at now, then everything would be fine. There's an awful lot of stuff in here that just doesn't quite seem to work when you're at the beginning. It's fine later, but at the beginning it's kind of a nightmare. I can't tell if I created a full-on cave at this point. Oh yeah, no, I know. I know you didn't have anything to do with that one. But it has created a situation similar to some other stuff that's happened in the pack. Also, I don't even know if it's true, but I thought I heard somebody talking about it, about the spawn rate for the crystals being changed in the pack. I don't know if that's true or not. Oh my gosh, I remember everybody freaking out about the selenite thing. That was so funny. I mean, I'm inclined to agree. I spent about a good weekend or so trying to get selenite. I've still never seen any. I feel like that's the other thing with this. It's like, visibility issues aside, it's like, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Like, do I need to be searching deeper? Like, what it... I mean, to be fair, with the way the stuff in Purgatory's gone so far, I don't think I was going to... I don't think I was going to encounter a structure, at least up until I turned the shaders off. Because I couldn't see anything. But yeah, like, my thought process isn't like, oh man, I'm angry because I don't have any items or whatever. I'm just like, am I searching in the right place? Like, I'm digging under the anomaly, but like, do they show up more often at a certain elevation or a certain distance underneath? Or let's see what we got so far. Oh, something else over that way. Although that might be the anomaly we were running from. Oops. Okay, so that's actually a portal anomaly and not me thinking it was one and then me getting run over by mobs, right? Okay. Honestly, grabbing the quarry doesn't sound like a bad idea. there's all this resonite, but I'm like, I kind of don't even want it anymore at this point. I'm already at the point where I'm like, I don't have a use for this, so I'm just going to stop gathering it. Let's dig down a bit and see what we can find. There's some resonite. I kind of want to test it in like creative or something, just to see. But like, I'm kind of getting to the point now where I'm like, I sort of want to dig down underneath one of these things and just start placing TNT. Honestly. Honestly, I think the stuff about the terrain is actually really interesting. You know, just the, like, bizarre, like, eternal twilight world that it's almost always raining in. Like, that part's super interesting. I just need to figure out what's going on with Strange Matter. You know, that's not a bad idea. Just give myself, like, the best quarry. Just, like, see what ends up happening. Oh, and then, of course, the usual bugbear that comes up during trying to figure out anything with any Minecraft mods. See, if we had a more reasonably made mod, as far as I'm concerned, I'd go check the documentation. But that word scares most mod devs, so as far as I know, there isn't any. And me personally, I've gotten real tired of joining a new Discord every time I have a question about something I'm doing in a game. Hey, to be fair, I came here to try to find shards. Also, at this point, I don't even know if I can tell where it is anymore. I guess at this point, maybe I should just explore, because I'm going to lose the ability to make shovels pretty soon here, if I haven't already. Yeah, I think we're out of sticks. But yeah, that's just the thing with so many mods at this point. It's like, so many people have made so many things that are really, really cool. And as far as I know, they are the only person that knows how it works. And some of them seem upset by the idea of having to explain how their stuff works. What's going on with the map? Oh, there's like a big chasm up there. Oh, not the nausea anomaly again. Oh, wait. I think we're actually prepared this time. If I remember correctly. Yeah. It's still annoying, but I turned the like, wobble special effect way down. So even with multiple stacks of nausea, or nausea 2, or however that works, it's not nearly as bad as it was when I was here last time. Mm. Yeah, no, all the tools broke. Alright. Which I think means it's time for breaking stuff with our bare hands. I'm sure the wobbling is definitely helping. Well, I already caused a fiasco involving tinkers, right? That's why you had to go back and change the part builder recipe. I just realized I'm digging toward the chasm. And I don't know what that means is going to happen. I'm honestly surprised with all the other, like, equipment from all the other mods that we have floating around that there weren't more, like, silver items floating around already. Especially because, like... Okay, wait, now I'm curious. Wait, really? We only have one silver ingot? Or is that just because of more of the unification stuff? Because I could swear there were like 6 of them before. Well, I mean, yes, I am hallucinating. Definitely in-game. Possibly out of game. I'm not sure. That certainly is a chasm. I feel that the chasm raises a different question. Feel easy to fall back into that hole, as dark as it is. Okay, yeah, I'm curious. Let's see. The other question is, do we have enough rope to even go down now? Because I have not made the tower on this playthrough. Yeah, so I'm not immune to fall damage. this up a little bit so I can get some peace of mind when I'm climbing up and down. Okay, and now... Yep, that's way beyond fatal. Hey, we did. And down we go. Into the depths of Limbo, I guess. Here we are down at the bottom of the chasm. I'm gonna go back and check the book. It could be either way. My OBS doesn't say it's having trouble. So I don't think the stream itself is lagging, at least. Eat my grapple. Which can be used with blood magic stuff to make hellforged sand, which you can then make hellforged... Oh, ingots, I won't say shards, but yeah, okay. Okay, so a lifetime supply of evil demon crystals. Definitely kind of feel like I've got that feeling that I've like landed on an alien planet. But I certainly don't know what's going on. But it is interesting, like, taking samples and looking into some of this stuff to see if I can make heads or tails of it. But I think we're still at the same point I was at before of not exactly being sure what I'm doing here. Thought I saw something in the book mention the like the canyon, but not exactly sure why. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, I have 0 dropped frames according to OBS. I just have the one little problem that I ended up with. Oh yeah, no, I guess it just sounds like there's just some weird stuff going on with the stream. Honestly, now it sounds like Twitch is causing problems. There we go. And then I almost fell back down. That would be amazing. I mean, based off what you were saying and based off what me was saying, I have no doubt that it's acting weird, but it sounds like it might be Twitch's fault this time instead of mine. I was gonna say I don't know where I am, but it occurs to me that that's kind of a silly thing to say. I don't know what's happening. Questbook told me to look for. I mean, I'm assuming they're like tree analogs, but the description mentioned them having a cross shape. So every time I keep seeing those rock formations stick out like that, I keep thinking that's what I'm looking at, but it's not. It's just more rock. Oh, they're over there. So let's go this way. Wow, you gotta throw me under the bus with the Mint Phantom comparison again, huh? Sorry, I'm not sitting around with a professional streamer set up and tens of thousands of people watching me. That could have been bad. I think I see anomalous grass over there. On the other side of that chasm. Oh, I just looked at the mini-map. It's gonna be a thing to get around that. keep wanting to, like, raise my head so that I can, like, get a better angle on looking down at stuff, but it doesn't work that way. Ah! I see you over there. Oh, that's interesting. How does that work? Ooh, that's a hole in the ground. Very easily missable hole in the ground. Man, I thought it was easy to slip and fall to your death in the nether. Like, it would be so easy to just randomly end up a pancake in here. I don't see an anomaly again. I kind of want to go pick a fight with the electrical anomaly now, though. Where's my hat? I'm prepared now. I got my tinfoil hat on. Another bit of chasm there. Sure is a big old hole in the ground. Side note, this is still with the shaders turned off, so if I had the shaders on, I would be, like, dead at the bottom of a canyon somewhere by now. Because I would absolutely have just walked straight into one of those pits. You can't stop me anymore. Yeah, give it all you got. I don't care. I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. Your powers are useless. The actual area this one covers is really small. Having regular vanilla tools that break over time. Of this material, but whatever. I'm not technically supposed to be doing stuff in Tinker's Construct anyway. like how it looks like it's gonna get dark as I go down there, and then I put a torch down there, and it doesn't change anything. Yep. Checks out so far. I walked around some, I yelled a bunch about the tinfoil hat, and that's about it. More digging and not finding anything. I don't remember if you had said something about it or not, but... yeah, I thought I heard somebody saying something about, like, the spawn rate, like, world gen-wise for the anomalies being changed, possibly? I don't know. People were talking about it. I don't know if it was actually true. Oh, no, Miyu, that wasn't my scanner doing that. That was the anomaly trying to fatally electrocute me and failing. That's why I was doing all that trash talking, because it's... even as we speak, if you hear that thunder roar, that is it continuously trying to do damage to me. Yeah, if even for a couple of seconds, if I take off the hat, I immediately start getting zapped by this thing. I'm not real sure what to say at this point. It's like almost don't resonate in this one either. A little bit. Yeah, okay. bright orange over there. Is that lava? Oh, it is lava. That's unusual. If there was any ore in the chasms, then it was not on the surface. Because I was looking around for anything that was different, and all I saw was just the dirt and stone strata that, like, makes up the terrain. Why does it say that this is lava? Ah, there we are. There's the lava. But yeah, like, case in point, it, as far as I can tell, is just stone and dirt and dirt and stone. Another anomaly-less anomaly. I mean, really, if I'm, like, just dealing with this, like, what am I trying to say? This is essentially the same sort of situation I was encountering when I was trying to look for this stuff in the overworld. So as far as I can tell, this is just how this mod is everywhere, like, all the time. Like, anomalies show up more often here, but they still don't seem to have anything in them. Well, aside from resonite, which isn't useful without the other materials to go with it anyway. That's... Mew, that's awesome. What time is my stream wrapping up? They close at 8. Yeah, no, I just decided what I'm doing for myself today. I'm treating myself. I'm going to Midori's after I'm done with stream. Okay, let's... Let's see if I can go in between those two chasms without falling into either of them. You have no power here. I'm, like, legitimately starting to wonder if, like, something is broken with the, like, the anomaly, like, generation. At a quick glance... Yeah, I don't see anything. Like, maybe, like, deep inside, like, the rock face, there's more ores and whatnot, but there certainly doesn't seem to be any on the surface. I just thought about it. Timmy, do you have the ability to add more of those, like, world interaction recipes? So I just thought about it. What if, like, some, like, amount of that, like, resonite could just be, like, I don't know, crafted into something, balled up, and then thrown into one of the anomalies? I don't think I have a way to... Oh, I have to go around that way? I want to get past this. I might actually end up building a bridge. I can't tell where it starts. Gosh. Okay, there we go. Got plenty of material to build a bridge, so... Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I was just kind of thinking about the, like, the recipes that, we ended up with, like, being able to throw stuff into fire and things like that. Okay, we're on the other side, I think. You know, I just thought about it. You know, it'd be really funny is if I'm getting this terrible luck with all the anomalies and stuff here because, like, I mean, I don't know how dimensions work. I don't know how closely this is trying to imitate what's going on in the overworld, but, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, since this was technically near where I was in the overworld and there were no resources, that it's, like, equivalent in Purgatory doesn't have any either. You found something. I take it that's one of those Tau crosses. Ominous. Oh, soul sand. Interesting. I found one. Tau crosses can be interpreted as the trees of purgatory. It is theorized that the petrified planks and logs were originally either birch or spruce, decaying over time. However, things don't seem to decay as usual in purgatory. And now we got a cross for bonking undead. Well, time to gather some more samples and see what we can learn. Oh yeah, I'm still completely just convinced that just this whole world that I spawned in for this dream is cursed. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay, wait, that sort of makes sense. I think. Okay, so you can't process it by hand because it's petrified. but you can hit it with a saw and then turn it into planks. Interesting. And then that would allow you to make petrified stakes, which you can use to help you make the resonant coil. Yeah, okay. I'm not 100% sure if I need a bunch of that or not. I think I'm mostly just going to leave this here. Essence that way. This way. There's another anomaly. Oh! Maybe not. Would like to scan one of those at some point. I'm not sure if it'll let me. Let me see if I can attempt to use the scanner and the shield at the same time. I get the feeling I'm just going to get near the thing and then waggle my shield around and not be able to do the scan. Up, 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 up. Let's do this. Parkour! Parkour! I just got a hilarious and awful idea. This stuff is blast resistant. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe that's not gonna work. That's worth a shot. Well, I was kind of hoping I could be a troll and just start tricking creepers into blowing up near the anomaly to try to dig, which technically worked, but the terrain here is so blast resistant it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I've had one of those generate, I don't think it was in this world, I think it was in a different one, but I've had one of those generate in the overworld, and it was a problem. Okay, that does appear to be another one of those huge cliffs. Let's check that out then. Since all the anomaly research so far has turned out to be a bust. Actually, I guess the research itself hasn't really run into problems, but trying to gather any of the materials we need to be able to go beyond just scanning these things isn't working. Ooh, I see something different. Oof, that stuff is not easy to dig through. But I can actually gather it. Where's my... There it is. Give me the 14 pickaxe. What? It... Huh. I don't understand what just happened. Oh, okay. There we go. We found something. We found an actual resource. I don't know what we use it for, but we have it. We could theoretically use it to make selenite. I don't think we have anything we could use selenite for yet, but it's something we could do. And combine it with blackened resin. I don't know what blackened resin is. We take regular resin, and we throw it in water, and we get blackened resin. Where does regular resin come from? Need a disc gem. There's so many materials that I don't think I've even seen yet. Okay, wait, so this is going in a circle, so at a what? We can't. That doesn't. What? So the way you get a disc gem is by using the rough compound on a keystone. But to get the rough compound, you need 4 blackened resin? How to... Wait? I don't... What? Considering how much my JEI has been just randomly changing stuff, I mean... Okay, so we can get it out of the tree, and then we can throw it in the water, and then it'll give us the blackened resin. Which then we can combine with the corruptite to get the rough compound, which we can then use to do a bunch of other theoretically really cool stuff. I have to say theoretically because I am not convinced some of these shards are real. Now, if we combine it with the keystone, then we can get... Okay. I don't know if there's really a point in me grabbing those at this point. far too much stuff that I'm having to, like, just process and, like, dig out of JEI. I'm honestly surprised I didn't find a way to fall off a cliff while I was doing all this. You know what? I just thought about it. I just realized I have something else I can do here. That did not work the way I was hoping it would. There we go. Hey, look at that. Oh yeah, I did see the meteorite one. Although I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with meteorite stuff right now, because I think we need a bunch of other stuff right now before I can make use of that. How much energy do you use to get up here? Kind of a lot, actually. Now we're up on top of the big old cliff thing that we saw, which I guess means you could theoretically just start digging down to find stuff. I was kind of hoping there might be something cool or interesting on top of it, but it looks like it's just a ridiculous amount of this this material. I'm gonna see if I can do it. One, just because I want to see if I can, and two, because I'm feeling a bit frustrated. So if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. Yeah, realistically, I probably should go up and grab some of that silver. That is too many Endermen. Creeper. Wait, the Endermen are only sometimes hostile? There's so much. I don't think I'm far enough into the game to do what I feel like would be the right thing to do in this, and that's come back with that freaking tunnel drill vehicle thing that just got added. That honestly feels like what I should be doing. That is so convenient. Okay, so at least we got something out of the trip. Maybe not much of something, but certainly better than what we were getting previously. Okay, so the like big old cliff deal seems to be a better situation overall, at least for me, than the canyons or digging around near the anomalies. Which is unfortunate, but I guess it's better than nothing. Can I get that without needing to make this a whole thing? Ugh. You know, that does not surprise me in the least. Right over. Yeah, I would not be the least bit surprised if the reason this stuff is working this way is just because it's me, specifically. You see me, Temmie, and me who already knows about this one, my whole branding as a VTuber is about being persistent. Because I'm assuming, based off of experience, that whatever thing it is that I get into isn't going to work. So my whole thing is just trying and trying and trying until I get it. Because I know it's not going to work the first time. It literally never does. But that's not going to stop me. It's what I do. Because with the kind of luck I have, if I gave up the first time, I literally wouldn't be able to accomplish anything. Because I have some of the worst luck in-game and out of pretty much anyone I know. And that's pretty much always been that way. So, yeah, I just kind of work around that. Just keep trying. If it's possible to succeed, then it has to happen sooner or later. Oops. back down. I have traveled quite a ways. But, I think for right this second, I think I feel like taking a break. From Purgatory, I mean. I'm also very curious where this is going to put me. Also, now that I think about it, kind of hoping it doesn't. Yeah, do something like that. I am at the bottom of the ocean. Oh, not again! I'm gonna drown. Did I say 16,000 blocks? Am I reading that right? It does. 16,000 blocks away from home. How fun. Yeah, the gluttonfish gave up real easy, which I'm very grateful for. Gotta have the shaders on when I'm playing in the overworld and then off when I'm in Purgatory. Well, jetpack definitely came in clutch. I'm just sort of morbidly curious at this point. Oh, hey, what's all that? Oh, wait, that's that stupid lighthouse structure again, isn't it? Why does it still sound like we're someplace horrible? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's that lighthouse structure again. I guess strictly speaking, there's not anything wrong with it, but I keep seeing the tower shape and thinking something incredible and epic is here, and it's just the lighthouse. It is absolutely hovering. The lighthouse. Wait, wait, wait. 1, 2, 3. No, 3 of the blocks are touching the ground. It's not technically hovering. Let's go terrain generation. You give me that. I thought it was Dungeons to Rise. Oh, there's the stairs. Oops. I'm out of torches. That was not part of the plan. I don't even remember if they were even mobs in this dungeon. I think it's just like a neat location. What the heck was that? Hello? Well, I guess that answers that question, huh? Weird, because I don't really think there's supposed to be much in the way of monsters in this location. At least the last couple times I remember exploring it, there wasn't a lot. Is it just like zombie lighthouse keeper? I heard somebody spawn. I mean, I guess the structure is mostly dark, so there's always the chance that stuff can spawn. Oh, neat, it's lagging. There we go. A map of something. Oh, it is a treasure map. We're 16,000 blocks away from home. I don't think I care about this treasure map. Like, unless we go after it, like, right now, I don't think it's gonna matter. Where is the... There it is. Lighthouse is on. What are those tornado guys hanging around? Yeah, okay, whatever. Let me use my stupid hat. What a way to explore. Look at all this stuff out of here. Oh! Oh, interesting. If I hold down shift, I just stop floating, it looks like. The best way to travel. Jogging in place while parachuting. I see you over there. But yeah, I'm not real sure if there's much of a point to be hanging around out here. Now my game is lagging. not before, so I'm assuming it has to do with the fact that we're generating all these chunks as I lay around. I like beating him up while he makes like container noises. Sheep hanging out over here. And they just really want to get me with the creeper. Oh wait, jack-o'-lantern. Oh no! Ah, that's great. That was 2 hits? 3 hits? Hmm. Side note, I also don't have a normal way to get back over there. So that's fun. Hmm. The what now? Oh, because I put a trinket into that slot? Sure, I'm a mage now because I equipped this to that curio slot. Normally, I don't like doing that, but considering how long it would probably take to fix what just happened the normal way, and the fact that we're still on stream, yeah, okay. He's still here. Actually, I think he despawned as we got back. But yeah, he like bumped into me as I was teleporting back over. Where'd he go? I can't believe I thought, hey, I'll pick up a pumpkin so I can participate in the winter event, and then just immediately got murdered for it. You know, I was just talking about it in the other server. The only chance that the Nightmare Stalker has against me in normal circumstances is if he completely blindsides me, which is what happened there. After spending like an hour, at least an hour, real time, just staring at like dark brown, gray, and black, and then teleporting back and ending up 16,000 blocks away from home, I was a little bit unfocused and just kind of was sort of randomly blundering to and fro and wandered into the Nightmare Stalker. It was probably the perfect time for him to come after me. Oh, yeah. The snow golem needs, That is unfair. The spawn animation thing is cool and all, but the fact that he can be priming to explode already is not cool. Oh, but yeah, so sorry, I was trying to say before. Yeah, you were mentioning that it was going to be easy for me to do the winter event stuff because I had all the snow everywhere, which is true up until you need a pumpkin for the snow golem, and I live in a place where there were never pumpkins. What's that? Oh, wait, is that just the? It's just the freaking lighthouse again. Where's that smoke coming from? I'm still not sure I see where the smoke is coming from. My winter progression of or winter event progression is, I think, basically nil. I don't even remember if I had any on this particular world. I didn't really have much of an opportunity to stream around the holidays. No, yeah. But yeah, I got to mess around with it a bit on some of my other playthroughs, but yeah, I didn't get too terribly far. Okay, so I just thought about it. Presumably, if we want to get home the conventional way, they're gonna have to go back through purgatory, which is fine. Um, that being said, I'm just gonna activate a couple of fail safes here, considering what happened last time. Just sort of randomly ended up on the side of a cliff. Huh. Okay. Can't see literally anything. There we go. That's an interesting uh, trick with that hat. Since you stop slow falling if you're holding sprint, it basically means I can just wear it all the time and do the silly little bunny hop thing. And then if I end up in a situation where I need to slow down, I can just let go of sprint. And then float. So that looks goofy, but that is useful tech. Yeah, that's true. I could just, like, fly up with the jetpack and then glide down with the glider. I'm not sure if that would actually be faster than just running, though. It could definitely, like, let me get into or over things that would be tricky to get past otherwise. But I'm not sure if it would be faster than just kind of running around on the ground if I'm just on normal terrain. You know, I just thought about it the other thing. If you think about the way the particles look here, it's basically doing nothing but desensitizing me for the appearance of the Nightmare Stalker. Everything is like a couple of white pixels on a black background moving around. It's like the entire environment is the Nightmare Stalker. Why? Oh, the sky actually changes color for the other biome. Huh. Jetpack is down equipped. That could have been bad. Alright, let's give this nonsense a shot. I mean, yeah, I still can't tell if it's actually faster than just running, but it's hilarious, so there's that. Might have to make that the thumbnail for the VOD. Just me with this stupid thing on my head running through the air. I think we're past the other chasm. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Whee! I probably should go kill the dragon at some point. Having an elytra would certainly be nice. That being said, it's a stronger dragon fight, and I have garbage for equipment, so I don't think that's going to go well. Oh, this is more or less where I was, I guess. Probably would have been a good idea to, like, mark down a, like, origin point, huh? I know the first time I came here, I put torches down, so I guess we'll just try and return near where the torches are. I don't think I was standing on an anomaly, though. That looks right, though. Considering when I first got here, I was just I had the shaders on, so I was literally just fumbling around in the dark. Yeah, so somewhere around here. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, let's see how we did. Well, it's snowing, so I must be somewhere near home. Oh yeah, no, we're pretty close. I can't see the... Hang on a second. Stupid thing off my head as soon as I can here. Yeah, 230 blocks. I think that's pretty good. Hello? Hello? Other question is, did I loot this place yet? I'm not even sure how that happened. Uh, I can't tell if I came in here and messed with stuff or not. Oops. I'm not even sure what else should even be in here. Ow! Yeah, we know I'm almost home because everything is just treacherous, awful snow terrain. Chicken. Oh, Miyu, I don't know if you noticed, when I was getting prepped to start stream. Yeah, I came prepared. I made a fresh set of leather boots for this. I had no plan on falling back into... Oh, hello? But yeah, I had no plans of falling back into the powder snow if I could avoid it. Apparently we have visitors from the Sky Slime Island. Okay. Anyway. Ooh. This is why we're moving. See? This kind of nonsense. Why does the terrain do that? Who knows? Actually, on that note, is that bauxite? It is. I think we need to steal some of this. I don't remember what it was we need aluminum for, but it's a pain to get, so... Man, now the game is lagging. OBS still seems mostly fine, but, like, we're getting a delay between me breaking the block and the block disappearing. Probably should just mark this spot down, honestly. Probably don't need that to be active. Yeah, we'll grab like a stack and then be done with it. Yeah, it's lagging a lot now. Wonder what's up. My computer decided it'd be fun and entertaining to try and do whatever stupid thing that it's up to in the background that it started without my permission again. Okay, good enough. Let me up. Come on. There. Okay. But yeah, the original thought I had was, hey, maybe we can go and work on the anomaly research, and that could be fun. That did not work out very well. So I guess we gotta come up with a new plan. Just not gonna think about how complicated and messy that is over there. Thing I miss about having sophisticated backpacks is being able to just fling my backpack at containers and then just have it offload stuff automatically. Okay, well, we're back. I feel like some decompression time is in order, but yeah, I don't know. That junk probably needs its own storage container at this point. Oh wait, that's like one short, isn't it? Alright. There we go. There we go. Get all the junk out of there. I don't know what we're going to do with all that, but yeah, we'll figure something out eventually. Can we process bauxite at this point? We can. We just stick it into the pulverizer. Just get aluminum that way. Which means we don't have to go through the whole factory must grow process of getting bauxite powder and then putting that in a chemical vat, and then I don't even know what happens after that. A whole bunch of other stuff that people are having trouble with. But we're not on that path, so we can just kind of jam the bauxite into the pulverizer, get crushed aluminum, and then... Oh, maybe not? Probably could. Did I miss something? Is it not real? I thought it was real. AI seems to now say that it doesn't exist. Or it exists, but we just can't process it? Now I'm kind of morbidly curious, actually. Hang on a second. Alright. Put bauxite in the pulverizer. So that is working, which means it found some recipe. And that gets us crushed raw aluminum. Okay. And then the crushed raw aluminum can't be smelted. We'll only put it in the blast. Oh, wait, it will let me put it in the blast furnace, but I don't know if that means anything. Nope. It exists, but refuses to be processed in any way. Huh. Or, actually, wait a second. The other possibility is that, for whatever reason, the processing method is hidden. I don't necessarily know why that would be the case, but it's possible. Yeah, there's some processing methods that are apparently just straight up hidden. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but... Oh gosh, I have to go to the chests again. What am I trying to do? Brass. And iron bars. I believe that's how that goes. Yeah. Empty fan catalyst. Because now I kind of want to know what's going on with this, so I sort of want to try it. I, again, still don't even remember what I actually need aluminum for, but the fact that this is set up this way has made me want to know what's going on with this. Oh, that's not going to work placed that way. No. Okay, yeah, there we go. Put the aluminum up here. And now we just need a little bit of our favorite ingredient. Which I'm not sure how I'm going to get out of here because I think I need another bucket. Oh, wait. We could technically use this as a bucket. Or we can set the workshop on fire again. Either way could be fun. Oh, there it is. The fact that snow does not put out fire is frustrating. Okay, next plan. Ah, there we go. There. Apparently, somebody decided, buckets are not going to work that way. Stupid. Alright, let's get a control here. Something that I know should be able to process this way, and then see if that works. It has occurred to me just now as I was messing with that, yeah, okay. Blowing the wrong way. Got it. Alright, so if I put this on here, and then I crouch. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that works. Okay, so we can confirm that the setup works as far as doing blasting. Okay, so we put the aluminum on there. And it's smoking, which means it's having some kind of reaction. And it evaporates instantly. It's just broken. It doesn't work. I think that one's got to be a bug. You can create crushed aluminum by putting bauxite into the pulverizer. You get the crushed aluminum, and then you can't process it, like at all. It won't let you put it in the forge. It won't let you put it in the blast furnace. If you try and bulk blast it, it just disintegrates. That is troublesome on, like, a couple different levels. What exactly are you supposed to do with that item? Well, according to that, you can't throw the crystal aluminum into the foundry. Hmm. Yeah, that something's wrong with that. Hmm. Okay, I'm just kind of confused and mixed up and whatnot at this point. So, I mean, technically we did that. I don't want to go diving right now. I think what I'm going to do before end stream is... I think I'm going to do what we were talking about before, which is probably going to take a while, unfortunately. Don't look directly at the bugs. I'm sorry, too late there. Technically, I already have a testing world, so I guess we can just check that. I don't know what's going on in this world because I don't know what the last time I loaded this was. Hopefully nothing horrible happens because it's probably been months and many versions of the game since I loaded this one. So hopefully nothing catches fire. I mean, if it does, it'll be par for the course, but that's fine. Why are you unloading the square? Put the square back. Stop this. What are you doing? We're still at 1%. This might not work. It certainly wasn't something I was planning to do. Now it's putting the square back. I wish I had something more interesting to talk about while this was going on, but I mean, literally nothing is happening. How can all these changes be happening to what presumably is like the area around where I'm loading in, but we're still only at 1%? Oh, now it's 2%. At the rate that's going, if it okay, it is speeding up a little bit. I was gonna say it's like if the rate it's going, we're just gonna end up having to end stream before it even does anything. I hate progress bars. I don't understand why they can't even kind of represent how far you are through something. Why did 1% take as long as the entire rest of the progress bar? Why does 100% not mean we're done? We're joining the world or encountering a bug when we attempt to load in. Whoa! Where the heck am I? Oh, this was a long time ago. Oh man, this is back when I was trying to still figure out like basic magician stuff. That means I haven't used this testing world since like I started on the back. And as soon as we got here, everything froze. Are we still just trying to load everything back in? Assuming that's what's happening? How is this shrine getting energy? I don't understand how this shrine is getting energy. This one's plugged in. This one, as far as I can tell, is not. Anyway, none of that is actually what we're here to mess with right now. Inventory is chock full of a bunch of stuff that I don't think we actually need to worry about. I'm in creative, like, none of this stuff really matters. I'll leave the tarot card because that's, important for things, but. Okay. Um, we are going to. Actually, wait, I don't think I can give myself the item there from that. I don't know how EMI works, so I guess I gotta search for it in just the regular creative inventory. Also, everything's lagging again. Okay, so pretty much I want two things. I want house in, uh, actually three things. I don't know if this is gonna help, but we're gonna try it. Okay, so since the location doesn't really matter, The chest is full. That would explain why it's absolutely freaking out. Anyway, that doesn't need to... None of this needs to be doing that stuff anymore. It's not why we're here. Anyway, the thing we are here for is to see what's going on. Did the portal just not load? This is like the problem I was having when I accidentally ended up breaking the sword the first time. Why is it not working? Alright, let's try a wildly different location and see if that changes anything. That's some of that Celesticent stuff? Yeah, okay. This terrain is wild. Or it just doesn't want to work. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that worked. I don't know how to teleport to other dimensions. I don't use commands very often. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, well, I was almost there. Nope, teleported myself to myself. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Show the other dimension on journey map. That's a good question. I don't know, but it's certainly worth a look. Uh, if there's a way to jump over to it, then I'm not sure what it is. Gonna help. Uh, mm, that's changing how the map actually works, not what I'm viewing. No, I don't think this helps us. Hmm. Okay, I'm sure there is a way to do it. I don't know how to do it. Oh, wait, maybe. Got it. I might be in the ground, but I'm here. There. Right, gotta turn the shaders back off. Holy heck. Okay, we're here. Oh, night vision does help. Like a lot. this thing even work? Press not bound to change mode. Okay, sure. You know, there's no particular reason for me to be fussing with that. That's not important. Old-fashioned way works just fine. That didn't do squat. I forget how these even work. There we go. Much better. Wow, look at that. There is a single shard. I don't know if that, like, allows you to keep everything that was in here, or if it, like, blew up some of it. As far as I can tell, though, there is a single piece of ore. Which, I mean, to be fair, is more than we saw the other time. What the heck is the blood magic book called? I can never remember. Actually, I can't even remember if there is one. Not that. It's like some versions of the mod have a guidebook and some of them don't. And I don't remember if the one we have on the in this pack does. I also can't remember what the book would be called. Man, this is not nearly as much gameplay as I was hoping for this session. Where's the book? Why is there no book? There's the book. It's not listed under blood magic because it's listed under patchouli. Sure. All this just to double check what this item does. Shaped charge will destroy a 5x5x5 cube facing whichever side of a block it lands on, dropping all blocks as though mined with a pickaxe. Yeah, so it won't destroy any of the blocks unless they'd be destroyed by being broken with a pickaxe. So in this case, it'll destroy any of that stuff or break any of that stuff in that radius without like voiding anything. 5x5x20 tunnel facing whichever side of the block it lands on. That could be fun. If that's the case, what if I just... Wow. There are no shards down here. None. 0 shards. Interesting. The shape charges aren't actually strong enough to break this stuff. Which actually works perfectly for our purposes here. Yeah. I'm not seeing a whole lot of material here. We've now exploded like 2 of these different spots. Oh, there's a second piece. Second singular piece. Man, now I'm starting to wonder if the real move would have been saying screw it and trying to just go over and get the temperance card started. Nearly as many anomalies in the same space where I was. Wonder why that had so much less destructive power. Oh, maybe the anomalous grass is even more resistant. I don't know. Once again, I see a single piece. Okay, if it's not blowing up the ore, this is kind of perfect for checking this stuff. On that note, just as a control, let's do a test here. Put this directly onto that ore. It got rid of that specific block and nothing else. Fascinating. Yeah, I don't know if this is a, I don't know if this is a fixable situation we got here. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one. Probably don't need the tunnel one, considering. Yeah, even if it explodes right next to that, it doesn't seem to affect anything. And yeah, there's no, like, there's no resonite bits or shards or anything falling down here. That being said, oh no, yeah, if it was blown up, it would have fallen down here. So no, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the generation, but also looking at this, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest down below, like maybe 4 or 5 blocks. All the ore seems to be like right underneath where the anomaly happens. Fine, I have different stuff now. I do find it interesting that it seems like if I put the charge on the anomalous grass, it doesn't seem to break much of anything underneath it. Another single shard. Oops. You can disarm it if you're quick. I'm a little curious. But yeah, all the material that we're here for seems to largely just sort of appear, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks underneath the thing. And at least on my worlds, it seems like there's never anything more than like, I don't know, 3 or there's like 1 or 2 of the actual like anomaly shard ores. And an awful lot of them don't have one at all. single piece of ore. Just seems unusual to me. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not too terribly pleased with the payoff here. Looks like every one of these so far is like, hey, if you work hard, you'll get a single ore. There is one on the surface, but with the way this is working, I kind of get the feeling that's also the only one that's gonna be here. Oh no, there's another one directly underneath it. And again, looking down here, nothing but just the regular blocks, which means nothing was destroyed other than just the regular blocks here. So most of these have nothing. Or, no, most of these have one. Occasionally one will have two, and quite a few of them have zero. And nothing shows up more than, like, I don't know, 5 or so blocks underneath the surface. Yep, nothing. We decided to look even further down, like how I was digging before. We hit a different strata of, like, material, but there's no, like, anomaly-based stuff down here. It actually looks like it's based on the elevation that the blocks start at, now that I look at it. So, like, this goes down, but it only goes down 1, 2, 3. Starts up there, goes down 1, 2, 3. Starts there, goes on 1, 2, 3. Dirt block, 1, 2, 3. Let's backtrack and look at one of the other ones. Oh, or start a new one. Either way. This has just turned into a research project at this point. This one has way less. But again, nothing seems to go, like, further than, like, 3 blocks. It's just that this one, I guess, has dirt so that it can do its weird time warp farmland thing that it does. is nothing in here but this stuff so far. Ooh, there's something. Okay, so it's not a complete bust. But that is kind of rough, considering how much material you would have had to have gone through to get that. Well, things have quieted down, so I think I'm gonna do some backtracking, maybe grab some screenies and see if I can document my findings a bit here. Yeah, it seems like there's not much of a point in digging down more than 3 blocks underneath uh, where the anomalous grass starts. But also, there is not a lot of shards generating, like, anywhere. Yeah, never goes down further than 3. That does seem to be pretty much the case. Okay, I think that's about all we can do for now. Well, we gathered some useful information. I mean, I think the main thing is still just that my luck is terrible and this game hates me, but, you know, we learned some things. I think the main positive that I got from this is that the shaped charges from the blood magic mod are awesome. I feel like that was really the main thing. That is fascinating. It seems that the shaped charges only specifically blow up, like, the type of material, like what they're attached to. Look how, like, patchwork this is. It, like, only destroyed, like, the Dolomita Demiurgus, because that's what I had it attached to. Which I assume means if I try this on the other side and I attach this to this stuff... Yeah. Fascinating. And very useful. Because a couple blasts from that in the same area would pretty much leave you with just your ores left over. So I put this right next to the silver ore, but not touching it. It completely leaves that unharmed and only blows up the stuff, this stuff. fascinating. Oops. Well, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, it only blows up the material that lines up with what it's attached to. That's super useful. Blood magic is such a weird mod. Do two of those, and you're pretty much just left with whatever ores in the area. Oops. That is very interesting. But also, this place is still kind of frustrating. Although it's basically just that strange matter seems to be trying very hard to troll me. One more, and we get 3 ore in a row. That's the first time I've seen that. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's just something wrong with my install. I don't know. There's not really any way to know. I could probably do some more experiments, but I'll leave that for another day. It's well past time that I should have wrapped up for the night, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Man, I'm tired. Well, this was not quite as cool and exciting as I was hoping it would be, but we learned some things. Um, so yeah, let's see. Today's Tuesday. Hopefully I'll be back doing some more stuff Thursday. We'll see how I feel. I've been kind of off the past like week or so, but hopefully we'll be able to do that. So thanks everyone for stopping by. Regulars, new people, lurkers, mods, I appreciate you guys. Hopefully see you guys on Thursday. Let's do this again.